Hello everyone, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Welcome to UDAAN Deepak YouTube channel and I am Deepak. Now let us begin with the discussion of the most important, that is the SSLC model question paper 3 2024-25, and you know that in the previous discussion I have discussed all the physics question, and due to some technical error I didn't continue it. Now I will be continuing with the chemistry and biology. In one shot I will finish everything. So I hope yes, everyone are online today and taking the advantage of live classes. So today is Sunday, and if you are having any queries or any kind of discussion, you can just let me know in the comment section, so I can just help you out regarding this. So Zia, yes, complete science I will do. So after this session I will come up with what max entire model question paper 4 I will be doing. Okay, so good afternoon Sureka, Zia is there. Sir, गर्मी से हालत खराब हो गया. Yes dear, it is so much intense heat now. Sashikala, thank you so much dear. So yes, so Furkan, I got your point. So everyone, not wasting much time, let us begin with the discussion on key answers for this. I hope the screen is visible and my voice is audible. If you find any kind of disturbance with the voice or any kind of disturbance with the screen, kindly let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so let us begin with the discussion on see, yesterday I have done what physics. So you can just go and see all the key answers, and you know that the board expects, that is Karnataka School Examination Assessment Board, you will be having 27 marks from physics, 25 marks from chemistry, and 28 marks you will expect from biology. Keeping this in mind, you should be able and capable to study. Okay, so yes, Kannada second language here, I will come up with that here. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನೋಡಿ, ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 27 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 25 and ಬಯೋಲಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 28, that is 28 marks you can accept. Okay, so Safina is there, definitely Safina, I'll just put it. Now let us move on to discussion. This physics part I have done. Now let us move on to chemistry part. I want you to tell me the answer for this one. See, question number 13. A salt which is used to remove the permanent hardness of water. ಯಾವ salt permanent hardness of water ಅನ್ನು remove ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So is it calcium sulfate hemihydride? So you know what is calcium sulfate hemihydride? Calcium sulfate hemihydride is nothing but what? It is POP. I will give their general name so that you people can remember it for long time. Yes, our environment I have done last 5 question papers dear. You can just go and visit there. Okay, so I have already done. So yes, see, Bindu is telling the answer is C here. See, this is what POP, plaster of Paris. Calcium oxychloride andre ಏನು? Calcium oxychloride means what? It is the bleaching powder. It is bleaching powder or bleaching soda ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. Then this is washing soda or washing powder. Okay, and this is baking soda or baking powder. Now which one is used to see? Calcium carbonate means what? Washing soda. Calcium hydrogen carbonate means baking soda. Now you should know the formula also, but in many a times in the exam they have asked what formulas also. So ಯಾವ formula ಬರೀತೀರಿ? See, CaSO4 dot half H2O will come. Then formula for this is what? CaOCl2. Similarly, washing soda Na2CO3, that is sodium carbonate, illi NaOHCO3. All these formulas you should remember, then only you can able and capable to answer every question from this chapter which I am highlighting. So yes dear, I will be coming the right answer. Anu and Anush has given the right answer. Excellent, both of you. The right answer is what? Sodium carbonate. It is nothing but washing soda or Na2CO3. Therefore a salt which is used to remove the permanent hardness of water, it is nothing but what? Sodium carbonate is the right answer. Excellent dear. Very good, Furkan aitu, Safina, then very good. That shows the level of interest you people are showing. Now as the pH value of a neutral solution decreases, okay, ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದರ pH solution in the neutral solution in pH ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯಿತು, then concentration of H plus ions decreases, then concentration of H plus ion increases, solution becomes basic, concentration of H plus and OH minus ions equalizes. So let me know the answer here. What answer can you expect? So very good Dheer, you are given the right answer. So we are having yes, what is the answer here? Kavana is telling C. See, this is what the pH scale. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7 ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, this is 0 and I write here 14. The one which is 0 is what? It is highly acidic. You remember it is highly acidic ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ 14 will come with what? Highly basic. 14 will come what? Highly basic. And this one is what? Neutral solution. Now the one, if you go from here to here, 0 is more acidic, that means H plus ions ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವು increase ಆಗ್ತಾವು. If you go up to 14, here OH minus ions will increase. Now the question is, see, pH value of neutral solution decreases. See, pH 7 ಇತ್ತು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿ 0 ಕಡೆ ಬಡಾಕತ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. If it is getting and it is coming to 0, that means H plus ions ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವು increase ಆಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವು. Therefore, the concentration of H plus ions ಏನೈತಿ increase ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. Option B is the right option. Yes, so definitely dear sir, can you explain acids? Already acid base and salt explanation has been done dear. You can just go and visit the previous session. Very good, B is the right one. Bindu, then we are having Sudha, Sujit. Very good dear. So like this you should be able to solve this one. So right answer ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? B ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, which is nothing but what? Concentration of H plus ions ಏನೈತಿ increase ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. Excellent. You yes, Google lover is there. Hello dear. So not wasting much time. Next one, we will move to the next question now. See, I hope you got it. Now electronic configuration of elements. There are 3 elements here. A, B, C are the 3 elements and respectively are. So they are given what? 3 elements and you should be able to give the answer. Among this element that can react with the each other to form ionic compounds. So when will you get ionic compounds? See, the bond formed by transfer of electrons from metal to non-metal. One metal in the non-metal if you just find the transfer of electrons, that one we call it as what? Ionic compound ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. So you got what are ionic compounds? The bond formed by transfer of electrons from metals to non-metals, we call it as what? Ionic compounds ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, I hope ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿಯಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. If you are finding, yes Anush, very good. Then we are having Bindu is telling C, Anush is telling B, then Prabhu is there, Lakshmi, Sujit, excellent. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, right answer for this is what? See, A ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ 2,8,2. Similarly B means 2,8 and C is what? 2,8,7. Now see here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ it can give what? See, 8 is what? Octet configuration. 8 under stable. That means if it is having the 8 in the outermost electron shell, then it cannot give and it cannot take because it is a highly stable compound. Now what can you do here is, see, its valency is 2. That means it is an electron donor. It can donate 2 electrons. Therefore it is having what? It will donate 2 electrons. Now it is having 8, it is stable, it cannot give also, it cannot take. But see, it is 7, it needs still more 1 to become stable. 7 ಐತಿ, 1 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ? ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. Therefore it will accept 1. Therefore it is an electron acceptor. ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? accept ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. It is called acceptor. Now the one who is donor, the transfer of electrons from from A to C will happen because from metal to non-metal, because it is accepting, it is non-metal, it is giving, it is a metal. Therefore option C is the right answer because only A and C will form what? The ionic compound here. I hope you got the clarity. Very good Snehit. Then we are having Sujit. Very good Mohammed. Danish is there. Very good dear. So pata ನನಗೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. So let us move on to the next question now. See, next question is what is galvanization? So galvanization andre ಏನು? Yes, you know already, you have studied it in your first chapter and in the metals and non-metals also this concept is there. So what is galvanization? See, coating of any metal. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಮೆಟಲ್ ತಗೋರಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಜಿಂಕ್ ಕೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಐರನ್ ರಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾವ ಮೆಟಲ್ ರಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ you should just coat with what? Zinc. Then we can call it what is galvanization. See, the process of coating steel and iron. Why steel? Because those metals will undergo what? Corrosion. So the galvanization of coating of metal or steel or iron articles with a thin layer of zinc in order to protect it from rusting or corrosion. We call it as what? Galvanization. Very good. Coating of zinc on iron or steel. Very good, Sujit. Riyaz, excellent dear. Coating, Snehit has given right answer. Excellent. Then hydrogen gas does not evolve when a metal reacts with nitric acid. Why? Ek hydrogen gas barangilla, and you know that this question has already come in model question paper 1. In model question paper 1, what this question has already come. So it's not clear, sir. BTS Army is asking, dear, just go and check in 1080p. So ನೀವು 1080p ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೈತಿ resolution change ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ. Still it is not visible, you let me know. I'll just change the resolution here from my side. Okay, so very good. If it is not visible on the screen, kindly let me know in the comment section so that I can get to know. Okay, next one. See, hydrogen gas ಇದಕ್ಕೆ evolve ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಐತಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ hydrogen gas will not evolve because see, it is a strong oxidizing agent. ಅಂದ್ರೆ oxidizing agent ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಅದು oxygen add ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. So remember, nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. It oxidizes the H2 produced to water. ಏನು H2 produce ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದು water ನಲ್ಲಿ convert ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. Very good, Sujit. Snehit is there, JK. So like that you should yes answer very good dear. So nitric acid, Snehit, very good dear. Then name the compounds that have given structure, okay, that have below given structure formula. So you can just see a structural formula is given and you should name it. So how to name it? Idak naming yang ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? See here, it is C double bond O H ಐತಿ, and if it is C double bond O it is aldehyde. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ, it is aldehyde group and only one carbon is there. One carbon means what? Meth. You just remember one carbon means meth. Therefore it is called what? Methanol. Remember here, all should come, it is Al. Why? Because it belongs to aldehyde group. All barangilla, because all ittandre enagtೈತಿ OH group barbeku, it is alcohol. But here double bond OH ಐತಿ, for that purpose it is what? Methanol. Okay, I hope you are getting. Now you can see here there are 2 carbon in second. 2 carbon means what? Eth. Remember, meth means 1, eth means 2, prop means 3, but means 4, pent means 5, hex means 6. ಹಂಗೆ ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ eth ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, it is ethane. Since it is the functional group here is Br, that is bromo, the right answer is what? Bromo ethane. So the right answer is what? Bromoethane. Methanol and bromoethane. So very good, Snehit, Mohammed, Danish, excellent. So ಹೀಗೆ ಪಟಾಪಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Then what is the reason for tooth decay? Explain how can this be prevented. So tooth decay ಏಕೆ ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So tooth decay, ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಉಳುಕು ಆಗುವುದು ಕಾರಣವೇನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಐತಿ. So yes definitely Moni, I will just do it. So excellent. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, what is the reason for tooth decay? Question number 19. See, tooth decay ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? When the pH of mouth is lower than 5.5. Here you should by heart the number, because if you don't mention the proper number you will lose marks. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. 5.5 is for tooth decay. If it is less than 5.6 then it will cause what? Acid rain. So if it is in the atmosphere, when the pH of the rainwater is less than 5.6 then it causes rainwater. Similarly, when the pH of mouth is less than 5.5 it leads to tooth decay. ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಉಳುಕು ಆಗ್ತಾವು. Okay, yes, very good. Tooth enamel gets corroded. Enamel means a joint which connects the teeth with the jaws. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲಿನ jaws ಕೆಳಗಿನ jaws-ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವಂತದ್ದು ಒಂದು ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪೌಡರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಇನಾಮಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. And the tooth decay is what? Caused. Then ಹ್ಯಾಂಗೆ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾರ ನೀವು ಈ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗೆ ಬಗೆಹರಿಸ್ತೀರಿ? Yes, you are having one method. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಟೂತ್ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಟೂತ್ ಬ್ರಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. I have seen many students will write what? ಟೂತ್ ಬ್ರಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಟೂತ್ ಬ್ರಷ್ is a material. To use toothpaste ಬರಿಬೇಕು. See, clean mouth after eating food. So ಊಟ ಆದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, you should clean the mouth, or using toothpaste for cleaning the teeth, because toothpaste ಏನೈತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, it is a base and it neutralizes the excess acid and prevent the tooth decay. Remember, whatever the toothpaste you are using, it is what? Nothing but the It is what? Adu ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ toothpaste. It is a base and it neutralizes the excess acid and prevents what? Tooth decay. Then the next question here is 20. On heating crystals of copper sulfate, CuSO4 crystals ಏನದಾವು ನೀವು heat ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ. Okay, very good. Yes, its blue color disappears. Give reason for this answer. How can the blue color of the copper sulfate be restored? See, blue color of the copper sulfate crystal fades as the crystal loses water of crystallization. Nenapidkori, water of crystallization is nothing but 1 mark fixed question. It is water of crystallization andre enu? It is the loss of water. Okay, it is the loss of the number of water molecules present in one molecule of salt. One molecule of salt nalli ಎಷ್ಟು ವಾಟರ್ ಐತಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ವಾಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ನೋ ದ ಆನ್ ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಾಪರ್ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಇದು ಕಾಪರ್ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಏನಾರ ಓಕೆ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಸ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ವಾಟರ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ? ಫೇಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. and that we call it as what? Water of crystallization. And blue color of the copper sulfate can be restored by adding few drops of water. Matte ನೀವು ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀರು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ, again what will happen is the blue color will come again. So that is the answer you should able and capable to write. Vaishu, you have given the right answer dear. So toothpaste is the right one. Tasmiya, yes dear. Now next let us move on to next one. Write the electron dot structure of the following molecules: hydrogen ಮತ್ತು ethane. Okay, so you added ಏನಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ electron dot structure ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. So how will you write the electron dot structure of both? See, hydrogen, you know its atomic number is 1. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ hydrogen ಐತಿ, this one and this one hydrogen is there. So just make 2 rounds. So you will get what? Hydrogen molecule. Similarly ethane ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, similarly what? Ethane. Eth means what? C2H6 because it is N, CnH2n plus 2. So 2 you put, so 2 to the 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 carbon, so carbon should come 2. Where carbon bartavu, so you should put 2 dot and you should have 6 H. So yen martiri, so you can write 1 dot 1x, 1 dot 1x, 1 dot 1x. So H. So 1 dot 1x, 1 dot 1x, 1 dot nx, H. Now you should put what? Circle. So it is having 2 electrons, it is having 2, it is having 2, it is having 2, it is having 2 and it is having 2. Then here it is having what? Like this you should draw, and here also you should draw like this. This is the electron dot structure of what? Ethane. ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನೈತಿ? Maximum marks you can score here. I hope you people yes I hope you are connecting. Now next question we will move. So next question ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೈತಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, balance the chemical equations. So how to balance the chemical equations you can just see here. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? 2Na plus H2SO4 will give you Na2SO4 plus 2H2O, and second one ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ? 4K plus O2 will give you 2K2O. And in this ZnO plus C gives Zn plus CO. Identify the reactant that is oxidized and the reactants that is reduced in the reaction. Ille nodi idu Zn enaitalla idu ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? You can just see here Zn 3 letter ಇತ್ತು and it has become what? 2 letter. That means it is reduced. Reduce ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ಜಿಂಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಜಿಂಕಿಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. or removal of oxygen is called as what? Reduction. ZnO, okay, reduction ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. So ZnO is reduced to Zn. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ because addition of oxygen is called what? The oxidation. So carbon is oxidized to carbon monoxide. Okay, then there is one choice question here. You can see, mention the meaning of following chemical reactions. What are those? Thermal decomposition reaction andre enu? The displacement reaction andre enu? Then we are having rancidity means what? So all this you should tell me. Now what is thermal decomposition? You know what is decomposition reaction? A reaction in which a single component split into 2 or more products, that we call it as what? Thermal decomposition reaction. ಈಗ ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಬೈ ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್. ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ reaction it is taking place by heating, we call it as what? Thermal decomposition reaction. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್, you know, the most reactive element what displaces the least reactive element. The reaction in which more reactive element displaces the least reactive element, we call it as what? From its solution is displacement reaction. Then rancidity means what? Oxidation of food containing oils and fat in which their taste and smell will change. That one we call it as what? Rancidity. Then the next question is question number 23. What is neutralization reaction? How can the sodium chloride be obtained by neutralization method? Write the balanced chemical equation for this reaction. See, you know that the reaction in which acids react with base, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೇಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟರ್, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? Neutralization reaction. Here dilute HCl solution reacts with sodium hydroxide, andre HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, acid reacts with base to form salt and water. Illi HCl NaOH jothe react agi NaCl plus water bartiti to form what? Sodium chloride and water. Now next is draw the diagram of the apparatus arranged to show the action of steam on metal and label the following parts. So this is a figure you should know and you should able to give two parts here. This is a diagram already you have practiced very well. So ellaru madibittirtiri. So you can see this is delivery tube. Ille nodakatri this is delivery tube and this is the hydrogen gas here. This much if you mention it is well and good. Now explain the mechanism of cleansing action of soaps. What is esterification? Mention the uses of esters and kelidare. So cleaning action of soap, if you are just revisited your first model question paper 1, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರಿ. Okay, first model question paper ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರಿ. Again I will just repeat. See, the dirty oil is the dirt is oily in nature which does not dissolve in water. The ionic end of soap interacts with water while the carbon chain interacts with oil. The soap molecules thus forms called as what? Missile ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. In a missile, one end of the molecules is towards the oil droplet while the ionic end faces outside. This forms an emulsion in water. The soap missile does help in pulling out the dirt in water. Like this you should write, and you know already that ಏನು ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, this figure ಮಾಡಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು because it is fixed question and in model question paper 1 it is, if you have already studied that well and good ಹಿಂಗ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. Very good dear. Then esterification reaction, a very direct question. See the reaction in which acid reacts with what? Alcohol. Ille nodi the reaction in which acid, ethanoic acid reacts with absolute alcohol in presence of an acid catalyst. ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋರಿ, the reaction in which acid ಐತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ethanoic acid ಅದ acid ಐತಿ, it reacts with what? Alcohol. ಯಾವ alcohol? Ethanol. In presence of an catalyst. What is the name of the catalyst? Acid catalyst. To give us sweet smelling substances, we call it as what? Esters. Esters are the sweet smelling substances. Not only that, they are also used in what? Flavoring agents. Okay. So if Tejashwani excellent here, you can just mention what? Ionic and non-ionic end or hydrophobic end and hydrophilic end ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. Okay. Very good Tejashwini, you highlighted what? The right point here. Now what is esterification you got? Then you should write the formula for that, and where these esters are used, they are used in making perfumes and as they are used as what? Flavoring agents. Next one, list any two differences between saturated and unsaturated carbon compounds. What are structural isomers? Write the structures of butane isomers ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. See, what are saturated hydrocarbons? You know already the hydrocarbons which contains only single bond between two carbon atoms. ಎರಡು carbon atom ಅನ್ನ ಮಧ್ಯೆ if you find what single bond, we call it as what? Saturated hydrocarbons. Similarly, if they contains double or triple bonds, we call them as unsaturated hydrocarbons. I hope you got. See here, saturated hydrocarbons are one which contains single bond between the carbon atoms. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are those which contains double or triple bond. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ saturated hydrocarbons are less reactive, whereas unsaturated hydrocarbons are more reactive. Saturated hydrocarbon gives clean flame. That means green color flame, bluish green you will get when they are burnt, whereas unsaturated hydrocarbons they will give yellow or black flame, or you can call it a sooty flame ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Even that is also used. And saturated hydrocarbons they undergoes a substitution reaction. Unsaturated hydrocarbons they are subject to both acid addition and substitution reaction ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ ಆಗ್ತಾವು. Then structural isomers, carbon compounds with identical molecular formula but different structural formulas, we call it as isomers. What are isomers? Isomers andre ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ, isomers are those which are having same molecular formula but different structural formula ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So compounds having same molecular formula but different structural formula, we call it as what? Isomers. And these are the isomers of butane. The first one is N-butane and the second one is isobutane. But means what? 4. All the 4 carbons on the same line, then H you should write. Here you should write 2 up and down, or if you can write 3 one line, 1 in middle also you can write this. Both are accepted. Now coming to the next set of question, that is biology part. I want you to give me the answer fastly. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಸಿ ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಈಗ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ yesterday I have done physics and physics. Today I will be doing in one video, that is physics and chemistry and biology in one shot. Then after this I will come up with what? Mathematics. I will be discussing all the questions in detail. Okay, so like this I can finish what model question paper 3 and 4 fastly. AP 4 mark questions. Yes dear, I need to solve last 4 5-year questions. All that I will be coming in the next session, sir. I got your point dear. Okay, so let us move on to nahi. Very good dear, you are giving the answer excellent. Ille nodi, first question, rhizopus is used for what? Rhizopus it belongs to spore formation. Example for spore formation is what? Rhizopus. So example for Spirogera yen baritiri. What is the example for Spirogera here? It is nothing but what? Fragmentation. You know fragmentation, it is Spirogera. Regeneration, remember planaria. Vegetative propagation, rose, bryophyllum. Okay, bryophyllum ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಐತಿ, ಅದು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. Then we are having budding. Budding ಎದೊಳಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? We are having budding in hydra. So like this ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ನೀವು ಏನೈತಿ, yes, important topics SST I will let you know dear. I am coming with the same concept in line now. Then next one, osmotic pressure in plant is necessary for what? So there are 4 options here, you can just see on the screen. ನನಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ which option is right one. Osmotic pressure in plant is necessary. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ osmotic pressure ಬೇಕು. For option A, the transport of materials to the tissues that have low pressure, the transportation of water from root to shoot, the evaporation of excess of water present in plant body, elimination of difference in concentration of ions between root and soil. So let me know the answer here. So most of you are telling B. Yes, see the A it is. C, the right answer is the transportation of materials to the tissues that have low pressure. ಎಲ್ಲೇ low pressure ಇರ್ತೈತಲ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು? ಆಸ್ಮೋಟಿಕ್. ಆಸ್ಮೋಸಿಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅ ರೀಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟು ಅ ರೀಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೋ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಎಸ್ ದಿಕ್ರೂತ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಡಿಯರ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದಿಕ್ರೂತ್, ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾತ್ವೇ ಆಫ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಲವರ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಆಂಥರ್, ಪೋಲೆನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸಪೋಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್, if you are just drawn the figure here, so you can just see here, as soon as the pollen grain will fall on, this structure is called what? Stigma. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. As soon as it will fall, it will form what? It will form a you can just see, it will form what? Pollen tube. This is pollen tube. Okay, so then it will reach to what? It will reach to ovary. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ಓವರಿಗದು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ 3 parts? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಮೇಲ್ gamete will fall where? It will fall on the stigma. So first it will fall on stigma, then pollen tube ಒಳಗೆ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ pollen tube ಬರಬೇಕು, last it will penetrate into ovary. So the option B is what the right answer. This is how the pathway through which the movement of male gamete will take place. Very good. Abraham, Sujit, Dikrut, Ramakrishna, Eric, Sujit, Dhanya, Zia, very good dear. Tasmiya, then Nolur, yes, very good dear. Most of you are giving right answer. See, still if you want to uplift your studies, you can just call on to the number which is given on the screen, 8123426450. 12 set of UDAAN books which consists of last fire question paper solved, then scoring packages, passing packages will be delivered at your doorstep. You can just message or WhatsApp or call to that number. So that will be helping for you to uplift your studies. So they are very important when it comes to board examination, preparatory examination point of view. Now coming to the next one. So surgical method of contraception is better than oral method of contraception. Why? So ಈಗ ನೀವು ಸರ್ಜಿಕಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರು, ಇನ್ ಮೇಲ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಸೆಕ್ಟಾಮಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ದ ಫೆಲೋಪಿಯನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಟ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್, ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಫೆಲೋಪಿಯನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಟ್ಯೂಬೆಕ್ಟಾಮಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರಿಯಾಜ್ ಎಸ್ ಡಿಯರ್, ಸೊ ಸರ್ಜಿಕಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಫ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ರನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇಫ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡೋದು. Whereas oral pills can cause side effects. You know, taking oral pills can create hormonal imbalance and which will have side effects in future. Then what is ozone? What is advantage of this layer to the organisms on the earth? See, ozone, you know, ozone andre enu? Ozone is a molecule formed by 3 atoms of oxygen. More oxygen na koodi enagtiti, one ozone layer form agtiti. This protects the organisms from harmful. See, the word harmful should come. Harmful UV. UV means ultraviolet radiations or rays which is coming from the sun. Now next one, exact copies of the progenies of the parent organisms cannot be produced in sexual reproduction. Why? So sexual reproduction alli the baby formed will be completely different from both the parents. Andre yen baby form ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ progeny, adu completely mother gatenu irangilla, completely father gatenu irangilla, and it is having characters from both. So due to which it is having what difference. Okay, so let me know the answer here. See, DNA copying mechanisms generate new variations. So yadak helri mother kadendu mat father current yen id bartiti, what you call the genes, what you get DNA, they create new variation, and these variations make progenies to look different from both their parents. Then what are biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances? Give an example for each. So ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು biodegradable substances ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Those substances which are broken down by biological processes. See, the substances that are broken down by biological processes, we call it as biodegradable substances. Example, waste paper. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ non-biodegradable substances ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Substances that are not broken down by biological processes are said to be non-biodegradable substances. Example, plastic, rubber, glass. Okay, so very good that most of you are giving the right answers. Then we are having how do energy and harmful materials travel in the trophic level of food chain. So yang the energy travel ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ in the food chain, it is because of what? 10% law and biomagnification. See, the energy available at each trophic level diminishes progressively. Energy hang ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏನೈತಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. Only 10% of organic matter is present at each step and reaches the next level of consumers. Harmful chemicals, that is what biological magnification, gets accumulated progressively at each trophic levels. And this is a diagram of nephron. So you can just draw this nephron diagram, which is very simple. Ee nephron diagram annu ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, yes, it is well and good. And this U-shaped structure, C-shaped structure, what you see, it is called Bowman's capsule. And they ask you to just, and this thread-like structure, what you see, it is glomerulus. You ಎರಡನ್ನು ಏನೈತಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. Yes, very good dear. Then How are the complex molecules of food converted into simple forms in small intestine of a human digestive canal? So here this question has already come in model question paper 1. Model question paper 1 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. See, liver secretes bile juice. First ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾರ್ರಿ? liver ಬರ್ತಾರು. So liver secretes bile juice which makes the food alkaline and breaks down the fat into smaller globules for digestion. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ pancreas what it secretes pancreatic juice, two juices, that is trypsin and lipase, containing trypsin that digests protein and lipase that break down what? Fats. Then intestinal juice, even the small intestine itself has its own juice called intestinal juice that converts proteins into amino acids, carbohydrates into glucose and fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Lastly, villi is there. Villi in the small intestine absorbs the digested nutrients into the food, into the blood for energy and growth. Then what is the role of arteries and capillaries in the circulation of blood in our body? Mention the importance of double circulation. See, arteries ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು? See, A for arteries, how to remember this? ಇದು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟದಾಯಕವಾಗಿದೆ. Arteries ಮತ್ತು yes, so ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ arteries ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. Arteries, A for arteries and A for what? Away. And where veins ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಐತಿ. Veins means what? In. So remember, arteries means arteries are the blood vessels which will carry the blood away from the heart, and veins are the blood vessels which will carry the blood into the heart, and capillaries helps in exchange of materials between blood and the surrounding tissues or organs. Similarly, double circulation ನಮಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು. See, double circulation is helpful in efficient supply of oxygen. So ನಮಗೆ oxygen supply ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ efficient ಆಗಿ, so we need what? Double circulation in animals with high energy needs. Then next one, you can see the beautiful diagram of brain, that is the brain diagram, very important, question number 35, and here they have asked you to mention pons. So one part of the hindbrain is what? Pons, and the leaf-like structure what you see here, it is cerebellum. Okay, these two structures you should know here. Okay, so next one, role of uterus and placenta are complementary to each other in the development of child. How? So ಒಂದು ಬೇಬಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಯೂಟ್ರಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟಾ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಐತಿ, ಒಂದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆನ್ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. See, the embryo is implanted in the lining of uterus. So ಏನು ಯೂಟ್ರಸ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಗ್ ಎರಡು ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಅವು ಏನೈತಿ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಯೂಟ್ರಸ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್. See, the embryo is implanted in the lining of uterus. We call it as endometrium lining, where it continues to grow and develop organs to become what? Fetus. Then it will become baby. Developing fetus needs oxygen. So ಈಗ ಮಗು ಬೆಳಕತ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬೇಕು, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, which is supplied by placenta. Placenta, not only that, it also helps in removal of waste. Whatever the waste produced by the baby, it will be removed from baby's body by the embryo. Then position of testes in the human male reproductive system and the role of prostate gland are complementary to each other. Yadakri, see, you know, position of testes. Testes are located outside the body because they regulate, you know, the production of sperms required lower temperature than the actual body temperature. See, scrotum regulates temperature necessary for production of sperm, whereas secretion of prostate gland provide nutrition. Then red flower, left flowering tall pea plant, that is capital T, small t, capital. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಹ್ಯಾಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ capital T, yes, you can just see here capital T, small t, capital R, capital T, small t, capital R, small r. So here you can get what? 4 options ಬರ್ತಾವು. capital T, small r, then capital T, capital R, then we are having small t, capital R, small t, small r. So you will be having what? 4 possibilities here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second one, dwarf plant, small t, small r, small r. Any number you take, you will get only small t, small r ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. So you can just see here from this capital T, capital R, capital T, small r, small t, capital R, small t, small r, 4 option ಬರ್ತಾವು which we have written in horizontal line. Then small t, small t, small r, small t, small r. So ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ತಗೋರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, small t, small r ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. Therefore you can write here. Then what can you do here in the sense is, yes, so ಎಲ್ಲ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾವ ಹೇಳಿ, you will get what, see what they have said again, draw a checkerboard to show the results of plants obtained in F2 generation. This is F2 generation. What is the phenotypic ratio of plant produced in F2 generation? You can see here, so all will get 1 only, which will nobody will repeat. Therefore the ratio you will get with what, 1:1:1:1. So all will get what, 1:1. Now the last question I will be discussing, how do climbing plants, creepers, show directional movement? Explain. See how it will form here is, when the tendrils of creeper, that is plant, come in contact with support, the plant circles around it and grows faster. Tendril andre enu, those plants, money plant is an tendril which will grow with the help of support. Adrinda support le beliteti. So is support endra the support siktu, the auxins will grow on shady part, the other part will grow more cells, due to which it will become what, circulated. See here, when the tendrils of creeper plants come in contact with the support, the plant circles around it and it grows faster. When the tendrils get attached to the support, then the tip of the plant synthesizes auxin at higher concentration and stimulates the elongation of cells. Then the plant shows directional movement or growth towards what, light. Similarly, mention the function of thyroxine and adrenaline hormone in the human body. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅಡ್ರಿನಲಿನ್ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಐತಿ. See thyroxine, you know, it is present in the throat region and it regulates what, carbohydrates, proteins and fat metabolism in the body, and it is also called as what, personality hormone. Similarly, adrenaline is called emergency hormone and it prepares our body to deal with emergency scary situations. Okay, like this you should be able and capable to solve this. So with this I just finished this session, and you know that for your juniors, those students who are studying in 9th standard, for them we are coming up with the summer vacation camp. Okay, so for upcoming batch 2025-26, so morning and evening batches will be there. So they will be having what, entire syllabus will be converting, finishing in 2 months. Then it will be residential separate hostels for both boys and girls will be there. So you can just the number which is given on the screen, that is 8123426450. If I can just call on that number, they can get access to the details of that. Okay, so until the next class, so I'll just meet very soon with the next session, in which I'll be solving all subjects model question papers. So till then, take care. Any kind of issues, suggestion, feedback, kindly put it in the comment box below. So take care and have a great day. Till then, until the next class, so take care, keep learning and